Let us start current affairs. First thing, Anthropocene. Anthropocene. This word is in news. Anthropocene is in news. Recently, Anthropocene Working Group AWG, Anthropocene Working Group declared the present epoch as Anthropocene epoch. EPOCH. Declared the present epoch as Anthropocene epoch. What do you mean by this Anthropocene? See, the word Anthropocene epoch, the word Anthropocene epoch relates to current geological age. GEOLOGICAL, related to current geological age. What do you mean by why they have named this age as Anthropocene? That is, the human activity during this period is dominant and influential on climate and the environment. There is a anthropological activity, that is Anthropocene epoch is related to dominant or influential Anthropocene, human beings activity affecting the environment or climate. For that reason, this epoch is named as Anthropocene epoch. Anthropocene Working Group voted in favor of designating this present geological epoch as Anthropocene epoch. The term Anthropocene, ANTHROPOCENE, the term Anthropocene was coined in 2000. It was coined in the year 2000 by Nobel laureate Paul Crutzen, PAUL, Paul CRUTZEN, PAUL, Paul CRUTZEN, Paul Crutzen, and Eugene Stormer, EUGENE, space STOERMER. These two important Nobel laureates have named this as, coined this term Anthropocene, coined this term as Anthropocene to denote the present geological time interval, to denote the present geological time interval in which human activity has profoundly altered, in which human activity have profoundly altered many conditions and processes of the earth. Many conditions and processes of the earth. So, this Anthropocene is very important for prelims. They may give this question. Which of the following signifies Anthropocene era? Rise of agriculture, dawn of industrial revolution, extinction of large scale Pleistocene mammals. All these things are the reasons why we name the present epoch as Anthropocene epoch, because with the lot of industries and industrial revolution, we are disturbing the environment. Rise of agriculture, we are cutting down the forest and trees. In the same way, the Pleistocene, PLEISTOCENE, Pleistocene mammals are also getting extinct. PLEISTOCENE. These mammals belong to Pleistocene era, also are getting affected. Spelling PLEISTOCENE, Pleistocene era mammals, PLEISTOCENE. So all these are the reasons why the present epoch is considered as Anthropocene epoch. So when such new term comes, you should 100% by heart and remember this. And next important current affairs, India secured 43rd rank as the most competitive economy across the world. India secured 43rd rank as the most competitive economy across the world. and Singapore topped the list. Singapore is considered the most topmost competitive economy. India's rank is 43rd. The world competitive rankings. In the world competitive rankings, the world competitive rankings was published by IMD Business School. The world competitive rankings was published by IMD Business School every year. IMD means International Institute for Management and Development. IMD means International Institute for Management and Development. IMD. IMD rankings. International Institute for Management and Development. India's competitiveness in the economy is 43rd rank. Singapore topped the list. Singapore topped the list. This data is useful to write about whenever you are writing an answer on Indian economy, you can use this. And more importantly, I will tell you, when some issue is in news, definitely related to that you will get a mains question or prelims question. One important thing is in news from last 3-4 days in India, that is before elections, unemployment data issue have become a contentious issue throughout India. That means government have not released unemployment data. Though the data was compiled by NSSO and National Statistical Commission have given approval to release the data, NSSO have not released the data. This is an issue. Though there is a large scale unemployment in the country, it have not been come out. That was the issue that went on before elections. Immediately on May 23rd, on the day of election results, on May 23rd, on the day of election results, the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, have given an order to merge CSO, Central Statistics Office, and NSSO, National Sample Survey Office. CSO, Central Statistics Office, NSSO, National Sample Survey Office into NSO, National Statistical Office. Right now we don't have CSO and NSSO. We don't have CSO or NSSO. We have only National Statistical Office. And first of all, you should remember, National Statistical Commission still exists. And National Statistical Commission formed in the year 2005. And NSSO reports to National Statistical Commission. But now with respect to issue, now what has happened? CSO and NSSO were combined. Central Statistics Office and National Sample Survey Office were combined, and now National Statistical Office was formed. To compile the data with respect to sample data, with respect to various economic issues, economic data in the country. Now we have National Statistical Office, and this will work under Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. There is a doubt whether now it will come under National Statistical Commission, but the Secretary of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation is the supervisory authority for the recently created National Statistical Office. So that was a discussion that went on from last 2-3 days in various newspapers. With respect to that, there is an article in the Live Mint. Kindly read that article about why this has happened. 2 days back there is an article in the Live Mint. Okay, in the Live Mint newspaper there was an article about this merger of CSO and NSSO. You can get that article, or I will send you in the WhatsApp the link. I have that link, I will send you the link after the class. Okay, this is the thing that has happened. The next important thing, along with 57 ministers, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi have entered into his second term after taking his oath. And in yesterday's newspaper, the important news is he invited all BIMSTEC leaders but he has not invited leaders from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Maldives. He invited Kyrgyzstan leader, he invited Mauritius leader, but he has not invited Afghanistan, Pakistan and Maldives leaders. And more importantly, in the present article you have few important things. India still following and very enthusiastic to follow neighborhood first policy. India is very enthusiastic to follow neighborhood first policy. Okay, this is really important. And one more important thing, informal summits. Last year Modi had informal summit with China, Modi had informal summit with Russia. Wuhan summit with China, Sochi summit with Russia. Wuhan summit with China, Sochi summit with Russia. Now, yesterday there is a news that Modi might host another informal summit with China in India. Earlier the summit was hosted by China. Now, India is going to host another informal summit. Let us wait and see any other news on that. If you see yesterday's newspaper, that is May 30th, you have one lead article related to economy. Breaking out of the middle growth orbit. Breaking out of the middle growth orbit. This is important for your economics preparation, economy preparation. So I will take some important words here, then I will try to explain what is that. After elections, we have to focus now on economics. We have completed politics, now we are entering into economics. Okay. The financial sector in India has liquidity crunch. The financial sector in India have liquidity crunch. Liquidity crunch means cash. There is no cash. This is called liquidity crisis. The word liquidity crunch says that there is no cash. Particularly the article starts with NBFC, non-banking financial corporations. See, you have banks. Banks will lend money, take deposits, all these things. But there are certain other institutions which will be working on particular fields like housing, like life insurance, like financing. For example, IL and FS. IL and FS. Infrastructure leasing financial services. Now it went almost bankrupt. IL and FS. So these are all the certain institutions which will lend for particular purpose, which are not called as typical banks. They are called NBFCs, non-banking financial companies. And here there is one more thing here is about how these NBFCs are not properly regulated. They are facing money crunch, they are being bankrupt. Unless we have strong NBFCs, we cannot have a strong economy in the country. And next thing they have discussed is, in our economy demand is reducing. In order to increase demand, we have to pump money into the economy. There is less demand. Particularly in this article, they have used 2-3 words. First is consumer durable. Consumer durables. See, for example, if you have purchased AC, if you have AC, fridge or say wall clock or camera, they are called consumer durables. Means they will stay with us, we can use them for a long time. Okay. Consumer non-durables means mangoes, perishable items. Consumer durables means we can use them for a long time, they won't get perished. So in this article there is a word called consumer durable. And one more article called FMCG, fast moving consumer goods. Lace packet is fast moving consumer good example. So they are consumer goods, but they are fast moving, particularly packaged foods and some fast moving products that comes under fast moving consumer goods. Apart from that, you have in our economy there is 2-3 issues. One is, you all know we have problem of NPA, non-performing assets. Non-performing assets. And the author also spoken about a problem called, in GST, almost 62% of goods and services have 18% of tax. GST. 62% of goods and services we are taxing around 18%. Even this is a bit high. This is a bit high. We have to take care of all these things. Unless we take care of all these things, we won't have very stable and good economy, because our GDP is falling down, it's a time to take a new turn, and it's a time to project our economy in a proper way, in a growth trajectory. This is the meaning of the article. Okay, this is breaking out of the middle growth orbit. And next you know about, I told you just now, CSO and NSSO, Central Statistics Office, National Sample Survey Office are now being combined. National Statistics Office, NSO, was formed. Okay, these are the important issues.